Hey, this is René. Welcome back for another video on this channel. Today we will create another expert advisor, and this will be a expert advisor that observes the account and closes all of the positions if a specific profit is reached throughout the day. So a daily take profit program pretty much. You could also adapt this, of course, for losses if you want, but in this tutorial I will focus on the profits. So what we want to do is, and I'm using Bitcoin today for the demonstration because it's a weekend. So what we want to do here is we want to create a program that, first of all, counts the open profit and losses of the currently open positions. That's actually super simple in MetaTrader because you can just compare the equity and the balance. And then we also have to count all of the closed positions that are already closed. And this is a little bit more complex because we will have to look at the historical deals, but it's also not super complicated. So let's jump right into programming in the MetaQuartz language editor. Yeah, let's just create a new expert advisor program. I will call this daily TP YT for YouTube. And then we go next, and finish. And this is our brand new program that we will use for this. So first of all, let me rearrange this a bit. First of all, I said this already, we want to count the open profits. And as I said, this is really super easy because what we can do is we can just compare the account balance and the equity. So let me just open a position here for demonstration purposes. So we can see now we have a buy position. We see the open profit here, but if we have multiple positions, we would have to sum up all of the profits of the open positions, which is also possible and also not super complex, but it's easier to just compare the balance here to the equity because the difference is, of course, the open profit or loss. So what we can do is, it's very easy, we can just get the account balance by using the function account info double, which is, by the way, a function that you can use to get any information about your currently logged in account. So you can just write account info double, and then in the brackets as a parameter we need the one of these enumeration identifiers that you can use to say whatever value you want to get for your account. Like for example, the balance and the equity are available. And we have the current profit. Okay, I didn't even know that. Okay, but this is probably the overall profit in this account from the account history. So but you get the account balance and the equity, and this is exactly what we need here. So equity will be account info double account equity, and that's basically it. So we can already calculate the open profit by saying account equity minus account balance. So this value will be positive if the equity is currently above the balance, and it will be negative if the equity is below the balance. So let's write a quick chart comment to say, let's say, for example, open profit. And then we, print, double to string, and then we print the open profit. And we round it to a precision of 2. And you can also, like if you want, you can add the account currency here, which can be done by account info string to show you another function. And here you can say, for example, account currency. So if we compile this program, it should not throw any errors. And you can find it now in your MetaTrader if you go back. And you can only find it after compiling, so make sure to compile. And then here we should find the, what was the name? Daily profit, right? Daily TP. So if I activate the program now on the chart, we should see in the upper left corner, as soon as there is another tick, we should see the open profit. And there it is. It's like 187, whatever. Like it's the same profit that is printed here pretty much. And that's how we can get the open profit, which is pretty much half of the process already. Now we need to get the closed profit. And I also want to print it here in the comment. So we will print the closed profit here, double to string, profit closed, rounding, and then yeah, let's add the currency again, currency like this. So now we want the closed profit, and here what we have to do is pretty much we have to create, or I would suggest creating a global variable that stays alive for the whole runtime of the program, so it's not resetted with every tick like the function, like the variables we declare in the onTick function. And this is what I would do because we don't have to calculate the closed profit every time. We only have to do it once in the onTick, and then whenever a position is closed. So what I would suggest to do is create a function that we can then use whenever necessary. So what we could do is we could write a function, calculate closed profit. Or I mean, actually, it's the daily closed profit or loss, but I will just choose this name. And now what we want to do is we want to go through all of the trades that were closed on this specific day. So we can do so by using a for loop. We can say for int I is equal to history deals total minus 1, I is greater equals 0, and then I minus minus. So this is a loop. We saw something similar already very often in my tutorials when we loop through all of the open positions. Then we use positions total here instead of history deals total. History deals total is, or this loop here is very similar. We still loop through all of the deals in this case, but not through the open ones, because the deals are never open in MetaTrader 5, but instead if we go to the history here and go to the deals tab, you can right click and then you can, for example, select the orders or the deals. Here we want to go with the deals, and these are the deals that we now want to loop through. And you can see we always get a in deal and a out deal. So we can always see if this deal was there to open a position or to close a position. And we will need all of them, because even though the in deals do not have a profit or loss, they still have a commission sometimes. So this is important to consider. So what we want to do is we want to go through all of the deals. And yeah, I will force an error or a problem here to make you understand another thing. But what I want to do first is we can say history deal select. Wait, no, is it select? No, first of all, we need the ticket. Unsigned long, we need a deal ticket. So we say history deal get ticket, and then we need to provide the index. So this is very similar to the position get ticket function, where we always also have to provide an index as the parameter. And here it's for the deals. And since we go through all of the deals with this for loop, because we start at the, like, let's say we have 100 deals currently in the history. So let's say like all of the deals here, there's a number of 100 deals in my history right now. If we would set up the loop like this, we would initialize I with the value history deals total, which is 100 minus 1. So we start with 99. Then we select the ticket of the history deal at position 99, because this is our I currently. And this will be the last deal in the history. So let's say this would be deal at position 99, because all of the deals are just lined up pretty much, and they all get a deal, or they all get a index. Like the last one is 99, the previous one is 98, the one before this is 97, the one before this is 96, and so on until we reach index number 0, which is the very first one. So the very first deal, it does not have the index 1, but instead 0. And this is also why we go from 0 to 99 and not from 1 to 100. So yeah, so the first one would be index 99, then we would decrease I by 1, so next one would be 98, and then next one would be 97, and so on and so on. So that's how we go through all of the deals and how we select or how we get the ticket of every single deal in the history. I can also show you by just printing the deal tickets here. So if we activate the program, and then I also have to run this function. Oh, let's return something here. So let's run the function, calculate daily close profit. And also, in the end, we want to store the return value in the profit close variable. So like this. So now, if we have a look at the experts journal here, actually something should happen, right? We should see all of the deal tickets, but it's not happening. And this is because there is something that we still have to do. And this is the error or problem I was talking about. Because whenever you want to work with historical deals or also historical orders, you first of all have to select a history. And this can be done by using the history select function. So here, we first of all have to define what specific history we want to select. And we can define this by using times. We need 2 points in time to define which histories should be stored into an internal memory of our MetaTrader for further processing. So what we have to do here is we have to provide 2 points in time. And we could just say 0 to time current to get all of the deals in the history. So this is what I want to do for now. So I can show you that, in fact, all of the deals here are printed. So you can see all of the ticket numbers. Like the first ticket here should be this one, and it's printed last. Or also the balance, I think it's also included. But yeah, you can see this is the last ticket that's printed, and the first one should be the last deal in the history. This is what I explained before. This is index number 99, and this is why it's printed first. So you can see this is a way to get all of the deals in the history, all of the tickets. But as I said before, we don't want all of them. We just want the ones of the current day. So what we want to do is we want to get the beginning time, pretty much, of the current day. So what we can do is we can say MQL datetime to get a datetime structure. Then we store the current time in this datetime structure. And the datetime structure is just a bunch of variables combined. If you want to learn more about structures and also objects and object-oriented programming, you can check out my complete course in the video description. I will not go into detail here for structures, but I go into detail in the course. In the course you learn everything. But so far we just have to know that this structure holds different variables or includes different variables. And by using the time current function and provide a structure variable, so to say, of type MQL datetime, we automatically fill the whole structure. So every variable in the structure is filled with the correct value for the current time. And what I now want to do is I want to change some of these values. For example, the hour, I want to set it to 0. Also, I want to set the minutes to 0, and also I want to set the seconds to 0. This is a way to get the start of the current day. And then we want to turn this into a variable day start, I don't know, into a datetime variable. And to turn the structure into a variable, there's also a function we can use, struct to time, and then we have to provide our datetime structure variable here again, a structure, and then this will be turned into a datetime variable, which we can then use for the history select function, because this requests a datetime variable specifically and not a MQL datetime structure. So we can only use a datetime variable here. But yeah, enough talking. So now if I do it like this, and if we compile again, now we should only print the history, the deals of the current day. And we can see in the history there are 2 deals currently. Both of them are in deals, so they're open positions. And in fact, the 2 positions that are open right now. And if we have a look at the experts journal, we see that nothing happens. So this was not completely correct, I think. Wait, history select from. Did I forget to change something here? I think it should be fine. Let's let's clear this and let's see what's going on. I have to do some bug fixing now here to see where I messed up. But first, let me run it again with an empty journal. Oh, it is in fact working. I was just not looking correctly. But yeah, you can see in the expert journal, we now only see 2 tickets. And these are, yeah, in fact, the ones that I wanted, the ones of the current day. So now the rest of the process is pretty easy because now we can get the deal profit using the history deal get double function. Here we have to provide a deal ticket, which is our deal ticket, of course, and then we can get the deal profit. Also, so we want the deal commission. This is what I talked about before, because the commission is, of course, also part of the profit, or in this case, a loss. So let's get the deal commission. And that's pretty much it. So now let's print, let's say, for example, the deal, and then we also print the profit. Deal profit. And yeah, this is just to show you how it works. We don't really need this in the end. But yeah, if we do it like this, we will see, oh shit. There is something missing, a comma. So now we should see the ticket is correct, the profit is not correct, and the commission is not correct. I think we might want to history deal. We want to select a deal. I didn't know this is important because we provide the deal ticket here anyways. But yeah, let's try it like this. And nothing changed. Oh, it's because we don't have a commission. Correct. So I think we don't have to select because it should be done automatically when we use the history deal get ticket. So maybe let's just go with 0 here again to see if we get the actual profits and commissions. And yeah, we do. So when I do it again for the whole history, we can see, yeah, everything's fine. We get the deal ticket and the profit and loss and the commission. So now we can go back to the current day, which is what we want to work with. And then let's now update or let's create a variable here, which I want to call double profit. We will start with 0, and this is the one that we later on want to return, because here we want to sum up all of the profits of the deals that we selected here. So instead of printing, we want to update our profit. We say plus equals deal profit plus deal commission. So this is a way to get all of the historical profits and losses as a sum in this variable. And this will then be handed to the profit closed variable. So now if I compile again, we should see that it's still 0, of course, because my positions are open, but let me close one. If I close this position, the variable is not updated, and this is a problem that we will fix in the next step. But if I run the on init function again, why is it not updated? Profit closed. Wait, it should be updated. Now it's updated. Oh, I think because there was no tick. But yeah, now you can see the closed profit is here because this is in fact the profit that was closed today. So now we also have to make sure that if something happens, like a new position is opened or closed, we also want to update the closed profit value. And this is what we want to do whenever a deal is closed. So a possible way to do this is to use the OnTrade Transaction event handler. So what we want to do is we want to use the OnTrade Transaction event handler. And yeah, let me just go to the reference here. If you go to the mql5 reference, which you can do by clicking on tools, help mql5 reference, there it is. Or you can click F1 on your keyboard. I'd suggest doing it when your mouse cursor is inside of the function name that you want to look up, because then you can automatically open the entry for this specific function. And what I want to do is I want to copy the parameter so I don't have to write it by hand. Also, make sure if you copy the whole signature, be aware that there is a bug. Here, this closing bracket is false. It should not be there. It doesn't work if you also copy this closing bracket. But you could also copy the whole signature. Yeah, let me do this to show you how it's done. Copy the whole signature, copy, and then just print it here. And then, as I said, this is a bug. I mean, it's a mistake in the reference. It doesn't work like this. So you have to remove it, and then you still get a problem because you have to provide a body for this function. But this is exactly what we want to do. So let's define the body, and then just to explain this in short terms, the OnTrade transaction function is called automatically whenever there is a trade transaction going on in your account. It is a event handling function, just like the onTick or the onInit. And for example, if a position is opened or closed, this function will be triggered. Also, if a order is opened or closed or modified. So there are different events. And what we especially want to look for is for the transaction type. And it should be equal to trade transaction deal at. Because this is the event that we want to check. Because whenever a deal is added, it means that a position was either opened or closed. Because then a new deal is added to the history. And here what we want to do is we want to update the profit closed using our function again. And that's pretty much it. So if we compile, it should work now. If you want to learn more about this function also in detail, again, check out my course in the video description. It explains everything very slowly and detailed. So now what we want to do is, if I close a position like this one, which has a loss of 20 something, we should see the close profit change. And if I close this, now with the next tick, the comment here should be updated. It's not. Okay, so let me check what I messed up here. I think it's trade transaction deal at. Trade transaction. Adding a deal to the history, but is it also the transaction type? I think it is, but enum trade transaction type. Deal at. So let's check if we get here. If we close a position. So now let me let's wait for one tick, because now it should update. Yes, and if I close a position, we do get here, but for some reason the closed profit variable is not updated, which is interesting. Here we go through all of the deals, we get all of the tickets. Yeah, let's check again if we really go through all of the deals, deal ticket, and then I also want to print the profit here. And maybe the deal is, maybe this is not included and we should add the +1 here. This is something, or maybe plus, just add a value that is greater than the current time. I think this will fix it. Because I think, or time current holds the last, I think 1 is enough, holds the last known server time. And I'm not sure if history select includes the to date, or if it's just like the to date, if it's the exact same second, is excluded. So yeah, let's just check it like this. So let's see. So now we have a close profit of, yeah, you can see it here. If I open a position, then this should not change. But if I close the position, it should change with the next tick, hopefully. Give me a tick. Give me a tick. Hello. It did not change. Yeah, let's maybe go with, instead of 1, I go with 100. And then let's try it again. This hopefully fixes it. I should read the documentation maybe to learn a bit more about this. But yeah, let's open another position. And then let's close it. And this now changes it. So let's do it some more times. So if I close this again, and with the next tick, then we should see the close profit updates. And it does. Okay, so now it seems to work. Yeah, I think it's just history select. It doesn't really say anything about the 2 days, but yeah, if you add like plus 100, if you want to get all of the deals to the current time, it usually helps. Okay, but yeah, so that's it. Now we got the open profit and the close profit. So now we can use this to get the overall profit pretty much. So what we want to do here is we want to say profit or day profit, in fact it is. And here we could profit day, print the profit of the day, because in the end we want to close all of the positions if it hits a specific level. And here we then say double profit day is equal to profit open plus profit closed. And if we have a look at this in the chart, like let's open a position. So with the next tick, we should see the day profit here. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that it's not ticking more often, but yeah, we see the day profit here now. It's just the sum of these two values. So now to close, if there's a specific profit, oh, and also we want to have a input variable for this, I say. Daily profit target. Let's say it is 200 euro. 200 like this. And then we can use this variable to check. And also maybe we want to print it in the chart. Or we want to maybe print it I mean, it doesn't really matter. Goal, and then we print a double to string, daily profit target, like this, and like this. Yeah, we just add the profit target in the comment here. So we have all of the relevant information in the chart. So like this. Or maybe let's move it to a new line to make it look better. Target profit. Okay, yeah, sorry for this. And let's say account info string account currency. There we go. Okay, so now it's super easy. Like the rest is super easy. Like if profit day is greater than daily profit target, then we just close all of our positions. And closing the positions is super easy. We've done this in countless tutorials on the channel already. So we just go through all of our trades and we just close all of our trades pretty much. So what we want to do is position ticket is equal to position get ticket at index I, and then we need to include the ctrade class for position opening and closing, like this, and then we can just say here we want to have a ctrade trade object variable, and then we just say trade position close with the position ticket. And that's pretty much it. So if we compile, we can then see like if this daily profit goes above the profit target, and in this case we should adjust it maybe a bit, so let's say minus 250 for example, because it's more realistic to reach this profit target with the open positions. Let's maybe open another position to make it easier to reach it, or let's say minus 280. So yeah, there it is. So day profit is now minus 250, so it's better than minus 280. I mean, usually you would want to do this with actual profits, but it doesn't really matter if you have a profit target that is negative or positive. But yeah, you can see all of the positions were closed once we hit this day profit, and that's pretty much how you can write such a program. And now, of course, we only have the closed profit left. So yeah, let me show you the program again. It's actually a very easy and small program. Like we have we include the trade.mql5 file to use the C-trade class. Then we have one input variable, which is the daily profit target. We have the closed profit here, or the global variable for the profit of the closed trades. In the onInit function, we calculate the profit of the closed trades for the first time. Then in the onTick function, we get the account balance, the account equity that we can use to calculate the profit of the open positions. Next up is the profit for the day is the profit of the open price plus the profit of the closed price. And then we just check if it's above or a daily profit target. If it is, we close all of the positions. Then we have a chart comment to show us all the necessary information in the chart. And yeah, then in the OnTrade Transaction event handler, we check if a position was closed or opened, actually, if a deal was added. In this case, we also want to update the profit closed variable. And then, yeah, last but not least, we do have the function that is used to calculate the closed profit. Here we, first of all, create the variable that we use to sum up all of the closed profits. Then we do have a MQL datetime structure. We reset, or we set all of the values for hour, minute, and second to 0, so we get the starting point of the current day. And then we turn this structure into a datetime variable that we can then use to select the history from the start of the current day to the current point of time, plus X seconds, like 100 or 1000, whatever you like, to make sure that all of the currently closed deals are included, also the ones that are just closed a millisecond ago. Then we go through all of the deals in this selected history. We find the tickets of all of these deals, and we use the ticket to get the deal profit and the deal commission, which we then use to update our profit variable here. And in the end, we return this profit, which is then always stored in the profit closed variable. So that's it. And if you want a challenge or a small little programming task, you should try to change this program and write it so that it now also works for positive profit, for losses. So you could have a target profit and a maximum loss, for example, in one program. Also, this program, of course, if I open another position now, it will be closed immediately because it is still above our daily profit. But if I close another one and we then have the loss of the spread, we don't close it because now, again, we are, if this updates in a second, we see that now the day profit again is below the target profit. And that's the program. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Hope you can use it. And I will see you next time. Have a great time. Good trades. Bye.